You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound.
Well, we're at Foster today, playing in the State Carnival. This is my 4th year coming to the State Carnival. It's my favourite event of the year because there's so many women all in the one place with the same love of bowls.
So my favourite thing about this event is the friendship, definitely the friendship. The competition, most certainly, that's what we're here for. But you get to go on holidays, you meet your friends, you have great times, and people that you haven't seen for a long time, they're rocking up saying hello to you. It's fantastic, so yeah.
And it's just a great atmosphere to come up and see so many different clubs and ladies that sometimes you only see once a year at these state carnivals. So it's great to catch up and also meet new players as well.
The atmosphere is amazing. We've got the music playing in the background, people dancing, singing, having a laugh, they're having a great old time.
Anybody that's thinking of coming to the State Carnival, I suggest you do it. Go for it. It's a wonderful time.
You're bonding with people all the time. You're seeing people that you haven't seen for a long time throughout competition, throughout New South Wales, and I say yes, come on girls, come ahead.
I'll put a team in. Put a team in. Like, it doesn't have to be all from your same club. Just find friends that you play with, you know, and like playing with, and come up and just have a great time.
Yeah.
Unfolding the way that I want.
Go Bowls.
We're live here at Foster Bowling Club for the final day of the Women's State Carnival. We're about to get underway with the semi-final between the composite team skipped by Jan Rolph and the Merimbula team skipped by Chris McGarrity. It's the jack rolled for the first end. So we're underway in the semi-final. The other semi-final, Rosita Ryan of Soldiers Point taking on Janelle Jordan of Windang. After Windang made that remarkable run to finish the game yesterday afternoon on our live stream, victors by just one shot. So our composite team, Cheryl Gillard of Marylands, Catherine Betcher of Grenfell, Kate Cooper of Young, and Jan Rolph, the former Marylands player now out of Dandenong. They're up against Joy Scott, Linda Hall, Diana Skipworth and Christine McGarrity. And they've got a special shout out to Geraldine Knott, who originally was down in this team and couldn't come due to a little health problem. And they're shouting out a get well to Geraldine. They're doing it for you, for getting this far. And enjoying being here, but wishing that Geraldine was able to be with them as well. Good bowl from Kathy. Joy Scott having shot originally. Now Diana Skipworth on the mat. Well, decent start. Just like to give a big shout out of thanks to not only Foster Bowling Club but our other host venues. It's been an army of volunteers who have given their time and their efforts to make this a wonderful state carnival and successful for all of the participants. Greatly appreciated. Also a big shout out to our 232 teams that entered. All had a great time. And another former New South Wales player, and Chris Wallace, watching on. Chris also down in Victoria cheering on the Dandenong Club in name. He'll claim them. Chris, former the Hills. Diana Skipworth. The greenkeepers here have done a wonderful job in preparing greens every day for us. And right round our host venues. Been some challenging conditions, been plenty of rain around over the last 2 weeks or so, but even a fair bit of rain each day and night of this event. It's been wonderful that we've been able to get through without missing too much play. Diana just wants to get down and over. Gets the applause of a skipper. 18 ends to be played in today's semi-final and final. Two teams will complete their game today, have a bit of lunch, and then we'll be back. Hopefully around 12:30-ish. I'll just make that call. We'll give them at least half an hour to have a bite to eat. The conclusion of this game. Those who are looking on from Marylands would recognise Jan Rolph. Just a little bit under what was required with that one. Well, Christine, fairly well pointed. The turquoise pole, I think, is Linda. Yep. It looks a little blue on our screen. It is actually a greeny turquoise sort of colour, as opposed to the straight-out green ones of Christine McGarrity. Jan trying to work out how to get in there. For the purple bowl is Diana Skipworth. The black-grey looking bowl is Catherine Betcher, the black with white speckles. The green bowl, Christina McGarrity's. Christine's. Jan's going to play down on the back end. Just going to be a little under the line. Carolyn Glenn, of course, pointing out that Jan and Cheryl both have played for New South Wales in the senior side. N1 of 18 completed. Almost, anyway. And because the duration of the end includes determination of shots, they're going to get the umpire to come and measure this one. So our umpire this morning, Sandra Jowett. Caliper measure to decide the result of the first end. Chris saying that Jan won the Dandenong major singles this year. Defected to the Mexicans a couple of years ago. And we mean that in the nicest way. Well, the bluey, greeny, turquoise bowl, that's 1 to Merimbula. Joy Scott starting us off. Good start. Been asked about the stream on YouTube and Facebook. It may be a little bit out of sync. There is a little bit of a delay built into our streaming. Encoder has about a 9-second latency. And there can be anything up to another 5 to 10 seconds delay in the stream coming through the different platforms, just depends on their settings. So if you are watching on, you may have one that's just a little bit out of sync with the other on the two devices. It's always interesting to be at a venue and see the people with the stream up watching around the green. There'll be a great bowl played live. They'll be watching that, and a lot of the eyes will drop down because they get to see that again through our stream. Almost an instant replay. It's a great start from Joy Scott. Not too bad from Cheryl Gillard as well, but Joy's got the answer on this end. And our composite team, they stretch from Sydney to Melbourne. Marylands, Grenfell, Young and Dandenong. Almost going down the highway. Oh, it's a good bowl as well from Linda Hall. Merimbula holding 3. Just a little bit long, but I'm sure Jan will be happy for that bowl to be at the back. Gives them an alternative to play through those 3 bowls. You can draw within 30 or 40 centimetres and still be 3 or 4 down. That's a nice home as well. At the moment, Jan's trying to get another one in the head. Diana Skipworth trying to build this in. Really wants to make sure she's not jack high and wide, and that is nearly perfect for home. I'm going to still try to draw. Got Jan's interest with this one. That's a very good bowl. Always said that it's big numbers that hurt, so what they're trying to do is minimise any damage. Not sure there is a running shot there that's got a good result available, but I do know there'd be a lot of people tempted to go fast on the forehand, try and get the orange bowl and just create some havoc. Christine will try and build this head and not build any target for Jan. Wants it to get right back. Well, that is that's superb. Front resting toucher doesn't get any better. Cheryl is lining up on the forehand. Sorry, Jan. Now, there is a result available here. And she's got 2 of them out. So, excellent result as well. Tough choice here. Doesn't want to build a target, but wants to get another one into that area. Oh, really good home. Hand's going to be just a little bit underneath that, so it'll be more shots to Merimbula. Two shots to Merimbula. So Christine's fantastic bowl. That one's worth seeing again. Joy Scott with her opening bowl of the end. Another good effort. Very good to start with a lead bowl within the old yardstick, finishing behind. Super effort. This looks a good line from Cheryl as well. It's a very impressive rebuild of this green undertaken by Shannon White here, greenkeeper. He took the top surface off of this green a couple of years ago, rebuilt the grass surface. Lovely and smooth. You can trust your line. Probably a little disappointed didn't get to show off the best of the conditions due to the rain, but certainly a very good surface. Joy Scott, very good opening bowls, and then backed up here by Linda Hall. Still room. Catherine Betcher, she'll play her backhand. Can play with a lot of confidence. Those three Merimbula bowls all there as breaks, so to speak. You can draw down, make sure you reach. You can sit on any one of those and get a good result. Just under the weight required. Do you think that might make a forehand shot for Merimbula, and that's what's being lined up by Linda. Just wants to go around Cheryl Gillard's maroon red bowl on the way in. Oh, just going to crash. Not sure, that one might have been pushed up for shot. Not far off it. Catherine will stick with her backhand, can still play that confident reach with the draw. Not really playing a running shot, but you're just making sure you arrive. You can sit on either bowl, got your own to push up, or you can just draw underneath and draw the shot cold. Excellent shot. Merimbula can now play a similar style backhand, just over draw. Plenty of chances to sit on those bowls or just give that jack a little bit of a run down the line. You've got 3 bowls there waiting. Just giving this one a little too much curry. It's going to go right through to the ditch. Kate Cooper, she'll also play backhand. Still trying to reach the blue bowl. Be happy to get in behind. They've now got the best 2 at the back. Diana still wants to maintain that reaching mindset, but not quite as attacking. Oh, the bowls at the back come into play. That's Cheryl Gillard's. Good effort. Just didn't quite work out. A little too much contact, really. A little unlucky not to get a big piece of the front bowl and just have then bleed the weight off to trail the jack to your own. Jan wants to draw down on the forehand side, round those down to the jack. Not quite got the speed required. It's going to be a tough ask for both skippers. Plenty of traffic in the way. So the interstate teams have been allowed in the state carnival for a number of years. Was put in for 1 year as New South Wales only, but we got the feedback that plenty of ex-New South Wales players like Jan Rolph and love to come and join their friends, and it added to the carnival atmosphere. So been a couple of ACT players, former New South Wales players, come back as well. It's always been considered as the more the merrier. And of course, Jan, a former New South Wales representative as well, with 3 current New South Wales registered players. There's plenty of traffic to get through there. Not going to get past the front. Oh, great effort from Jan. Just gets a little rub off the own bowls, makes her own closer. So it is 1 to the composite team to kick off their scoring. We do hope you are enjoying this broadcast. If you've just joined, we're coming to you live from Foster Bowling Club for the New South Wales State Carnival. It's the final day. We're down to semi-final time. We have the composite team skipped by Jan Rolph from Dandenong now. Of course, former New South Wales senior representative. And out of Marylands, Cheryl Gillard now the lead from Marylands. Catherine Betcher of Grenfell, Kate Cooper of Young. They're playing the all Merimbula combination. Joy Scott, Linda Hall, Diana Skipworth and Christine McGarrity. And the Merimbula girls have asked me to send out a special get well cheerio to Geraldine Knott, who was the original team member. Unfortunately, at the last minute, Geraldine had a little health issue and was unable to come along, and the girls have said they've missed Geraldine. They've enjoyed playing, but they really wish that Geraldine could have been able to come and that she gets better really soon. We are down to the last 4 teams out of the original 232 entries. Sectional play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Followed by our first stage of finals yesterday and now semi-finals and final today. And we will be bringing you a final this afternoon. We do pay a big thank you to the board, staff, volunteers, bowlers and members of Foster Bowling Club, our main host venue, Bulladila, Halliday Sports, Pacific Palms, Club West Taree, Taree Leagues, Tuncurry Foster Sports, Tuncurry Beach and Old Bar Beach Bowling Clubs for their fantastic efforts in hosting and catering for the 232 teams that entered this event. Everybody's been so impressed with how well they've been looked after and how well they've been welcomed to this area for this wonderful state carnival. That's another great set up of this head by our 2 leads, and this time I think Cheryl's just got the better of it. But they're 2 very good bowls from Joy and Cheryl, and now adding to the head in behind of the seconds. Very good position gained. Trying to be a little attacking, just going to be under the line. Turned that bowl through. Jan would actually be happy with that position. I do think there's a nice shot there as Jan's calling out on the forehand. Just over the draw to the orange bowl. You get a little tickle on that jack round the corner. It's good for you. It hides the jack away. Now with Cheryl's bowling behind. Not sure it'll quite come back from out there though. Have a little chat with the ladies before they started and asked them to keep off the centre line. Don't want them to change their way they approach the game, but they're all happy to accommodate that. They said, are we allowed to have fun? I said, it's mandatory. Well, Diana, it's a great effort. Just going to fade underneath. We'll get some score updates from the other game soon. Can see that scoreboard. It's Windang 4, Soldiers Point 0 after 4 ends. So 4 singles to start the game. That's another good effort. So Diana Skipworth. To just get down to, she's just going to crash on the shorter bowls. Kate Cooper, the girls were very pleased to say that she's got the martini glass on her. Well, it's actually a martini, it's the drink as her emblem. It's the red bowl. So I'm looking for the opportunity when one of those is displaced to say shaken, not stirred. Or do you think you can make the perfect score? Is your chance to win with Bowls New South Wales and Drake's Pride. Predict the grand final score of the Platinum Pennant for your chance to win a Drake's Pride player prize pack. Visit bowlsnsw.com.au Platinum Pennant for all the details. Terms and conditions do apply. Well, Christine got a great result there. Well played. Yes, predict the grand final score of the Platinum Pennant for your chance to win a Drake's Pride player pack, prize pack. Visit bowlsnsw.com.au /Platinum Pennant to get the full details. Terms and conditions do apply. Attacking here from Jan, can get her own bowl up and onto the boat jack. Oh, great effort. Still going to be shot to Merimbula. Christine, very conservative line. One shot to Merimbula. So Platinum Finals, 1 week from today. Platinum Finals will be hosted by Warilla Bowls and Recreation Club. And they kick off next Friday. What's the date today? It's the 10th. So the 17th, 6 p.m, we'll have 2 matches on. Friday night's opening rounds, 2nd versus 3rd and 4th versus 5th. The Platinum Pennant Finals, Friday 17th of May at 6 p.m. at Warilla Bowls and Recreation Club. Our qualifying final is the Raymond Terrace Jets taking on the Warilla Gorillas. The winner of that match will go into the major semi-final, and the loser of that match will play the winner of the elimination final. So the elimination final is the other match on at 6 on the 17th of May. That's the St John's Park Saints up against the Mount Lewis Lions. For the loser of that game, that's the end of their campaign. The winner will go on to play the loser of the qualifying final. So the winner of the Saints and the Lions takes on the loser of the Jets and Gorillas. That's on Saturday the 18th at 1 p.m. Whereas the winner of the Jets and Gorillas, they'll take on the Bull Ants Cabramatta at 1 p.m. also on the 18th. The winner of the Cabramatta and winner game, they go straight through to Sunday's grand final. The loser of the Bull Ants, or the major semi, they'll play in the preliminary final against the winner of the minor semi. So it's a double chance if you finish in the top three. If you finish fourth or fifth, you can go on to win, but as soon as you've lost one game, you're out. Once again, Joy Scott's got the shot. So a reminder too, if you are enjoying watching the bowls, you've got more bowls coming up next week. Monday through to Thursday is the Champion of Club Champions Singles. We're coming to you live from Cabra Vale Diggers, Monday to Thursday. 3 games on Monday of the singles, and then 2 matches per day after that for the 3 days remaining. Dana Skipworth on now. It's going to be a little bit on the wide side there. Very well pointed here. She's going to crash down, trail that, so the Martini has got it shaken, not stirred. Be 2 now for our composite team. Diana. Well, she's just turned that bowl out a little bit and ran through. 1 shot, says Jan. Nice little draw there for Kate Cooper. Pride of Young. Of course, Young Bowling Club has hosted an event this week as well. The New South Wales Bowling Greenkeepers held their championships this week. Chance for the Greenkeepers to catch up and share information, have a game of bowls as well. And I believe congratulations are in order for Benny Moorthorpe, the greenkeeper from Cabramatta, who's taken out the Greenies, the Turf Craftsman Greenkeepers Championship for this year. Christine McGarrity. Pretty close. Well, she's got a toucher and ran through. Jan. Just a draw for second. There's a gap there to get through. Needs a bit more running though, I think. She's through the gap, but not going to get there enough. So it'll be one shot to the composite combination. 5 ends finished. It's 2-4. The girls have just said, Cheryl, how about the other line? Decent start from Cheryl, just a little bit past it. Always a good result for a lead to finish behind. Shout out from people watching on at a wet Lake Cargilligo. There are a couple of teams of Lake Cargilligo players here this week. Certainly had a great time. And as our intro video said, a age range from 21 to 95. Keen competition to be the youngest. Do you think, Chelsea Mackay, you just out-pipped Britt to be the youngest here? Great to see Chelsea having a game in the multi-generational team. Chance to have a game with mum and auntie and grandma. Fantastic for that to be able to happen. And such a friendly and wonderful atmosphere that this carnival has been. Still a few of the players have stayed on to watch today, but there was a big crowd around the green yesterday. Most of the players booked their 4 days accommodation. Come watch on the first of the finals days. Looks to be a little bit of a tight line. Just needed another metre or so. Oh, that one gets the big thumbs up. So if you're a relatively new bowler, you've started bowling since the 1st of April 22 and you haven't already played in 2 rookies, you only played in 1. Entries now open for the State Rookies Pairs and Singles Championships. Jump on board to the Bowls New South Wales website, hold your mouse on events. You'll see a pop down, annual events, the State Rookies, all your details there. Shorter format of the game, 3 bowl pairs over 12 ends, 17 up in the singles. You do play sectional play and a few finals. 32 qualifiers in each singles and pairs will make it through to our state finals at the hangar, the home of the Ramus Tourist Jets. Jump online, check those details now. Look back at the bowl that Jan Rolph got excited about earlier, this end. Just clears the front orange, down to draw shot. Players they're standing to the side so they don't block your view, and Jan just wanted to see the boundary peg just to get a gauge of a line. All good. Well, it's not a bad effort. It's going to be in behind. McGarrity. Could be a couple down here. Just great line. Just need a little more speed. Whereas on the other hand, Cheryl had a great line. Just needs a little less speed with this one. A little bit too much of a correction. Christine. About a metre and a half, metre and a bit, indicated by the third. Looks to be a good line again. Just going to sat the bowl and go through the shot. Oh, great bowl, Christine McGarrity. One to Merimbula. Oh, fantastic conversion shot. I'll take that score out to 5-2. After 6 ends, and we've got exactly the same score on the other match. 5-2 after 6. Windang leading Soldiers Point in our other semi-final. Well, Joy Scott, she has led exceptionally well so far. Really has given her team a good springboard. It's been a great battle. Joy Scott, once again, has set her team up brilliantly. Betcher, forehand draw. Joy's bowls just in front of Jack High on that backhand side. That's why they've chosen the forehand. Don't mind this call from Christine. 3 your own bowls. Just around it to the back is really good. Gives you a few opportunities to score. Going to be a little bit on the shy side with that one. Oh, we may see Jan, yep, she is going to call that backhand side. Can play just a little bit over the draw. Contact that front one, a stop and run with the green. Oh, the dampness slightly slower. Through the head's not a bad shot. Also got the chance to trail a jack and gets it straight back to her own bowls. Very good bowl. Trouble now for Merimbula is it's a slightly crowded looking head, but they can play a similar sort of idea. Backhand just over, down to the black bowl. It's grey speckled. You're a little bit tight. They're your own to turn up, but you can get that grey black bowl right in the middle, push it through. She's going to hit Joy. That's not too bad at all. Hasn't clogged it up. Still 2 to, what do we call them? Composite or what? Team Rolph. They've got the same draw. Probably wouldn't mind turning their own bowl over. They want to stay wide and off the orange. That's not too bad at all as a result. Well, it's not what they're after. It has made that shot for Christine McGarrity a little more difficult. And when you take into account that the bowls at the back, if they're the red martinis, but they're not. They're by Cheryl Gillard, so Team Rolph, they've got the back covered. I think the opportunity here still for Christine is to play the backhand side just to reach through the grey bowl. If you're a bit tight and do clutter the red and orange, it's the orange that's coming up. Shout out to those who are all watching on safely from the back seat in their car rides home. Donna Marie from Merimbula. That is a good bowl from Christine McGarrity. May have snuck in for second shot. It's a measure, but there's the opportunity for Jan Rolph. Reaching on the backhand, take that Christine McGarrity bowl place. If you're a bit tight and onto the grey, your own bowl that's shot, you're probably going to push it on the jack anyway. And so you've given a couple of chances. I'd be trying to reach and just take away the opportunity for Christine and maximise the chance of scoring. Converting to a better score. Could sit that bowl and make the 3. Turn it onto the jack, still making 2 or 3. Just wants to be around the orange one. It's just got the little turn and touch. Made a couple. Well, actually may not have touched the jack. Don't know. I'd have to watch the replay. I thought it did. Christine, not much on here. Just going to stick with the backhand side to try and cut it down. Very tight on the other hand as well, so don't get any result with that. Well, Jan's going to just assess her options. Jan, I think there's a chance here to still stay on that same backhand side. If you're only 2, you get one or 2 rolls out of the bowl to the right of jack. You could make another 1 or 2, your bowl, and bring another one in. Just give it a little sit on that bowl. You come in for 3rd. If you happen to just touch the grey bowl, it's not going to do you any damage. Chance to perhaps even catch up or go ahead on the board here. Well, didn't get the roll out of the bowl, but will drop in for a 3rd. It'll be 3. Do not mind at all they put that bowls cloth down and put the counted bowls on top of them. Means there's no arguments. And looking to just get one more roll out of that closest Merimbula bowl to make sure of the 3. That's in anyway, and they'll have a look at the 4th. Not a lot in that. 3 shots. All square. 7 ends played. Great start to this end from Cheryl Gillard. Been Joy Scott setting the tone as the lead so far. Well, she's got a good bowl in there. Cheryl's got two fantastic bowls. Catherine. Pretty well pointed. Jan's just got the slow down hands out. Did you enjoy the little video that played a moment ago that is available now on YouTube? Watch it after this game. You'll also see it run at the conclusion of this game, full screen. Just looking to down, beat their opponents to their shot. Very well played. I'm not sure what she said when she let it go. Pretty well down, just not going to quite get there, but it does give a look for Christine. Also, I think will determine the shot to be played by Kate Cooper. She'll play backhand, just looking to get inside that bowl. Getting the belly's okay, but inside edge will run in right to the jack. Just a little bit short from Kate. And Diana, the orange bowl's hers, but she's going to be underneath. Close battler now, the semi as well, winding up by 1 after 7 ends. Jan just trying to dead draws, got a good line, but just fallen a little bit short. Looking at whether or not there's a forehand shot there. Can contact the shot bowl and kick the jack out. It's whichever one you think you can play. Change the position a little. Still 3 for Team Rolph. Good draw down on that backhand side for Jan. Nice confident down to the closest Merimbula bowl, which is roughly jack high out to the right. She's going to be a little shy on the weight again. Really does make it difficult for Christine, though. Just turned her own bowl onto both draw paths. Question is whether or not you've got more than one fourth shot. If you've got more than one fourth shot, you might try to reach the jack high on the right with a little bit of weight, just a little, enough to get the inside running and go in. Just talking enough weight to make sure you reach and get the rub. Certainly not going too big at that one. There may be a chance with the flat stick to get the inside edge, but you'd have to be very accurate. And the yellow bowl, you've got to miss it by the barest margin. So a little bit of swing is the idea. Make contact with that. You get the inside, even the outside's good. Just not right in the belly. That will be 3. 3 shots to Team Rolph. Oh, they've gone from 5-1 down to 8-5 leaders in 2 ends. Still 10 ends remaining. And the score on our little bottom other match scoreboard is correct. Good start from Joy Scott. In behind. I think Cheryl still has the shot with the, yes, with the bowl just short. It's maybe just under a metre. Good bowl from Cheryl. Can Joy match that one? It's a bit cooler today than it was yesterday. And the wind is coming from the opposite direction. Yesterday, we were right to left wind as we look at it on this camera. Today, it's left to right. Betcher will play the backhand. Do you think it's 1 to Joyce Scott as this head stands? Get a result with a little scrape. Hasn't done them any harm. Very hard to get in there now as well. Asking you to draw around the short bowl just to try and get some position. Not going to clear that one, but it will run it right up. So that one is Linda Hall's bowl. So may have just got shot out of that one for Merimbula. A little bit of good fortune. Comes down to what she hits. Gets her own is okay. That red bowl is Cheryl Gillard's. Do fancy there's a backhand shot through the black bowls, or the white speckles. Can play a little bit of reach up through those and turn them up for shot. Jan, I think she was trying to play through those bowls. Just a little bit wider than needed. Match the back bowl, the martini of Kate Cooper. So they've got the best two right back. Christine McGarrity just into the pack. Nice title line this time. Wants the black bowl up and over. Just going to not quite get the right result. Just a little overcast here today. Conditions probably a little cooler than they were yesterday, but most of the players still in shirt sleeves, so not cold. Trying to draw around. I think there will be one only to Merimbula, but we'll have a look, see what the players decide. 2. No, 1. 1 Merimbula. 8-6. 9 played, so we're halfway through. Soldiers Point now leading in our other semi-final. They're up 8-5 after 9 as well. Once again, the Leeds have a great setup for the head. Joyce got close and in behind. Cheryl Gillard, an absolute peach of a draw. And a shout out to all those who are passengers in cars and watching on the way home. Do trust you've had a great time here in Foster for the Carnival. That you will have a very safe and pleasant journey back to your hometowns. Shout out to the Bombardary girls as well. Judy Croft, if you're in that car. Look forward to another game against Judy. So if I get promoted again next year in the Pennants, I might have another game against Judy. Diana Skipworth trying to reach up to that shot bowl. They've got the 2 in the catching pen now. Little contact on the shot bowl will propel the jack back to those with the right contact. There's Martini Kate. She's covering him up. The girls very cheekily made sure I knew there was a martini on those bowls of Kate Cooper. Oh, great effort from Diana Skipworth. Oh, drawn the shot. They've got good position out of this now too, Merimbula. Contact on that shot bowl will probably push the jack across to the left where Joy Scott's orange bowl is waiting. Can play just over draw, a little bit narrow, and try and roll their own Cheryl Gillard bowl onto the shot. Can maybe get that bowl half clean, but wants to hit Cheryl's bowl up and onto the shot. It's got a little bit too big of it, and it's gone back to be 2 to Merimbula. We watch Diana Skipworth's draw shot again. Holding 2. Christine, backhand draw. Oh, sorry, a forehand draw. She's left-handed. Not too badly pointed here. It'll come into the count. And importantly, it's just in the eye for Jan Rolph. Not really in the way, but it would appear that way. It just can play with your perception to have a bowl in the draw. Much easier open air. She needs to just draw a metre past it with decent grass. And the effect of that bowl in the draw often is that you just make sure you reach. That's exactly what's happened there. She's pushed. And Christine, chance to draw for a fourth shot. Not 3 to Merimbula. Jan just needs to get a metre past the green one with good grass. Just trying to draw past that green bowl. Either side's okay. Little touch. Got the good result. One to Team Rolph. Cheryl Gillard, she'll play her forehand. Just a reminder, we will be bringing you the final this afternoon. Good start from both players. Joy probably slightly better position being just in behind. Cheryl may well be shot there, but she's given this a good correction. Just wants to get past her own, or just needed a bit more running. Joy, backhand draw. Good position from Joy is though that a little touch on that jack takes them further away from Cheryl's and closer to her own. Is this just a finish off? Oh, it's close, but not sure who's got shot there. Jan's going to have a look. Well, Jan's not sure either, so... Can draw either hand. Just finish inside that one. Could also play the open hand. I think they will play at backhand side, just looking to get under the orange bolt. Breeze is left to right as our screen views this delivery. We'll hold that bowl up a little bit on that hand. It's not a big breeze, but enough to make a difference. Turns them up, makes a couple. Yeah, try and get one in there. Just going to go past. Well, after trailing early, Soldiers Point has stormed into a good position. They're now leading 10-5 after 10 ends in our other semi-final. So we did see Windang on the stream yesterday afternoon. So we could end up with just the one double up. So the final this afternoon will be in between these two games now on rink 9. I'll shift our rink end cameras at lunchtime. Well, Jan wanted that one to sit the orange bowl. That one does sit the orange bowl. I think that one's hung around for shot now. Importantly, it's taken that shelf away from Jan to an extent. If you are enjoying the stream on Bowls New South Wales Facebook page or YouTube channel, there's plenty more coming up in the near future for you to watch. Starting Monday from 8:30am, the champion of Club Champion Singles will be coming to you live from Cabra Vale Diggers. That's 3 games on Monday, 3 sectional rounds followed by the knockouts. 2 games a day, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. And then the Platinum Pennant Finals kick off on Friday, 17th of May, from Warilla Bowls and Recreation Club. And you've got a chance to win a magnificent Drake's Pride prize pack with the perfect score competition. All you got to do is tip the perfect score, the grand final score. You get that right, you'll win the prize. A little bit of a countback system in operation. For more information, visit bowlsnsw.com.au/platinum-pennant. Terms and conditions do apply. Great effort from Jan. Christine, she's hunting this one. Oh, unfortunate. That is Cheryl Gillard's bowl. It's been promoted. It's just fallen over onto the jack. One, two, at least 2 down was the signal there. Christine will have a look. The couple of air bowls on the path inwards on that forehand side. However, the one further out doesn't count is Cheryl Gillard's. It's not tragic to take their own out there, so hard to punch it up onto the shot. You might be better off to actually go pretty quick through the 2 bowls at the front. Try and make some really good contact and run through onto the shot bowl. And that shot bowl pushes onto the jack. It goes out to the right of screen. You got your bowls waiting there. She's going quick. Too tight. Almost a backhand result, or backdoor result. Didn't quite see that signal. I think it was 2. I'll just wait. I'll hopefully adjust the scoreboard. I haven't updated the scoreboard. I'll put 2 on and just keep an eye on that. 7 ends remaining. 5 shots now the difference. Other board 10-6 after 11. Currently, Soldiers Point leading Windang. Windang, remarkable finish yesterday afternoon. Going on a scoring spree over the last 4 or 5 ends to take out the quarter-final, including a trail into the ditch to sit on top of the jack. Score a 2 to win by 1 shot on the last end. Plenty of people watching that replay of the bowl on our reels on Facebook and social media. Joyce Scott, once again, just drops one in onto the jack. So 11-6 is on the scoreboard now, on the green, so now scoreboard on screen matches the on-green scoreboard, or beside the green. It was a great line for that shot. Almost came in the back door. There's a chance for Chance composite team here to play on the backhand side. Just to reach, and that's what she's calling. Get the inside of that last bowl and onto the orange. So them both out. You could be holding a couple. Just need a good metre of weight, maybe a bit more. Just under the line. That weight probably pretty good for the shot. Get enough piece, you'll stop. Whereas the Dolphins, they want to add a bit more to this head just to make it a little harder on Jan and team. Important to be around that Cheryl Gillard bowl, and well, may even be in. Still looking for that weighted shot. Just a little under the line again. Yep, I like the idea from Christine. You got your own bowls on the way in there. Well, no, she's going to stay. No, not sure what she's calling. Holding one, draw to the back. Probably a better idea. 12 ends now on our scoreboard on the other game. Soldiers Point leading 15 shots to 6, so they've just picked up a 5. Jan's made contact, ripped out some of the bowls. That'll leave Merimbula holding maybe. Oh. Wasn't so confident a call from Diana. I think the 2 short bowls are theirs. Might be a decision between that and the nearest Jan Rolph bowl. Wants to get past those. Forehand draw for Christine. Looks to have a bit of speed on this one. It should be 1. They're going to put the tape on. There's 1 to Merimbula. Eleven 7 after 12, so 2/3 of the game completed. It's a decent start again from Joy Scott. She's certainly led very well. Has given her team a good platform. But, the lady playing against her is also playing some good lead bowls. Cheryl Gillard. Another good bowl from Joy Scott. Cheryl just a little under the line with that one. Christine McGarrity. She'll call Lindis Hall to play backhand, draw down to try and beat her own bowls or her own teammates' bowls on the right of screen there. Catherine, just a little on the wide side. Just turned around over. It's now a big shelf though. Backhand draw down to those. Can afford to just be a little positive because you've got that big shelf to sit on. Any contact there is good. Closed it up a little, but it's not done any damage. Still 3 to Merimbula. Get her to play the forehand. Wants to get around Cheryl Gillard's bowl. Get position or just tighten that gap away. Little toucher in behind your own bowls is really good, or come around and sit at the back. Good home. Just makes it a little more secure. The idea to crash into the bowls, punched her own through, got position out of it, still 3 down. Just wonder whether it's worth beating your opponents to the shot. Let's change the head up a little. Good crowd, greenside here, watching on. You're at Foster Bowling Club. Crowd inside the clubhouse. Watching on for the Soldiers Point game versus Windang. Jen Rolph, couple down. In the right area. Just going to hold at the outside of that and run away. Christine. Well, the lovely Lorraine Mazurex just asked me if I'd like another cup of tea, and the answer to that one is yes. I've got a big shout out of thanks to the volunteers here at Foster Bowling Club. They've looked after us exceptionally well. They've been working very hard behind the scenes to make this a wonderful experience, not only for the players but for us as well. And thank you to how well we've been looked after here. Certainly makes it a lot easier to do our jobs, to bring you these games and to deliver these events. Big shout out also to our number of host clubs, not only Foster, our main host and sectional venue, Bulladilla Bowling Club, Halliday Sports, Pacific Palms, Club West in Taree. Cheryl just gets onto that one. Taree Leagues, Tuncurry Foster Sports, Tuncurry Beach and Old Bar. Taken one out so far. Have a close look. Jan's bowl appears to be their closest. This could be a multiple and just really get Merimbula back into this contest. That would be good for your spectators. Well, it's just the one. It's a good save from Jan. It's 11-8, 13 ends played, 5 to go. Matt, maybe a little bit further up the green than previously here from Merimbula. Going to roll pretty much to the tee though. Don't know if we've had a Matt. Usually been a bit closer to the ditch. Joy Scott certainly has led very well so far. And it's a pretty decent starter again. Just in near Jack High. And Cheryl Gillard, Jan Rolph willing this one down to the jack. It'll be the shot. Our other semi-final, 16 shots to 8 after 14 ends in favour of Soldiers Point over Windang. We will be bringing you the final this afternoon. Have a half hour or so break in between games. Maybe just a tad more depending on what time we finish. Might as well have a bite to eat. We'll move our cameras over to rink 9. Playing in the middle of these two this afternoon. Jan's pretty happy with the position there from Cheryl Gillard. Merimbula, they'll try and draw a backhand. They've got the luxury that if they're a little bit tight, they can trail to Joy Scott's bowl. That one's just not quite got the run required. Catherine Betcher, this one's pretty well down. Right in on the jack. Die. It's a narrow. Jan just indicating a spot, maybe half a metre behind and just a little bit wide, encouraging her player to reach up, not disturb the head. One will run right through to the ditch. Don't forget that Cheryl has a bowl to the back. Can't see Cheryl's bowl at the back. It's under our camera view. It is to the left of our screen. It's not a bad home from Di. Up to Kate Cooper now to try and get another one in that useful area for the composite team. Just going to duck underneath the front bowl. Christine attacking under the line. Missed her own bowl. Jan's not quite got enough of either. Jan, not too badly pointed here. Wants to get around the bowl or promote it. Just going to fall a little short. I think that's 1, 2. Well, they got 2 out already. Did Jan make it? Quick tape just to check. Quick tape, and then if it's really close, you measure properly. That's a pretty good indication. I don't think Merimbula will consider. Well, he may on that one. I shall have a look. You check the quick tape just to save time when it's close. That proper measure going. Two already. Catherine Betcher's bowl and Cheryl Gillard's both counted. Oh, we may see the umpire brought out on this one. Yep, umpire being called. Pammy on the spot. Loves a chance to bring out a pointy thing. The bowls line laser measure, the preferred device for national events. The laser unit on this has an accuracy down to 4 decimal places. Infinitesimally small. And also taking the opportunity to put on show the new uniform available from World Bowls for those with the current ITO qualification. So indicated it's the yellow bowl, shows the measure distances to the players as a confirmation. ITO, of course, International Technical Official. For those who want to understand what ITO actually stands for, it's International Technical Official. It's an accreditation undertaken by World Bowls, specifically aimed for those who want to become qualified to officiate at World Bowls events. Pam, of course, has done a Commonwealth Games. There are currently, I think, 3 people with the ITO qualification in New South Wales. Pam, Wendy Clark from Ballina, who's moved up from South Australia, and yours truly here. And it is fantastic to be able to officiate at some of those high-level events. Had the pleasure of marking the World Champion of Champions singles final and the World Indoor Singles final. Fantastic experience. Great to be able to get involved. Don't think I'll ever get to play in one of those events. So, next best thing. And once again, our leads setting the tone for these ends to fantastic lead bowls. Cheryl's was good. Joy's was slightly better. Cheryl can just overplay from her previous bowl. She's down to the shot bowl. Toucher. Great effort. Gets the shot. Chance for Joy just to add a little onto a previous. Well, just a little bit of sun peeking through at the moment. See a little shadow. Mainly overcast day here at Foster. It's a little bit cooler than it has been, but the players not feeling that cold. They're out there in their shirt sleeves. Mixture of jumpers around the green. Well pointed here. Draws the shot. Holding a few now. The black bowl, of course, Catherine Betcher from Grenfell. Have just joined us. Welcome aboard our broadcast for Bowls New South Wales from the State Carnival. It's the semi-final stage. So we're down to the last 4 teams of 232 entries in this carnival. We have Cheryl Gillard of Marylands, Catherine Betcher of Grenfell, Kate Cooper of Young, teamed up with Jan Rolph, the former Marylands player now playing out of Dandenong in Victoria. And they're up against the all Merimbula combination, Joy Scott, Linda Hall, Diana Skipworth and Christine McGarrity. And the Merimbula girls send out a shout out to Get Well for Geraldine Knott, who was originally intended to be in this team, but unfortunately, just a little health issue forced her not to be able to come this week. So, Merimbula girls do send their Get Well wishes. And the winner of this semi-final will take on the winner of the other semi-final, which is 2 rinks over on rink 10, where Soldiers Point are leading 18-8 after 16 ends over Windang. So they've got another one on top of what's on our on-screen board at the moment. It's just about to be updated. You see the score's just gone blank. Right. A little typo there from our scoreboard inputter. Fantastic bowl from Jan Rolph. So we're probably playing the last end on that other semi-final. Merimbula, they've got to score a minimum of 2 to get to the last end. Christine, oh, what a result. Rips in and gets shot. Gave herself every chance, so Jan's got a tough bowl to play. And really, Merimbula needed that result. 4 ends left in this semi-final. They trail by 6. They can bring that back to 5 with 3 to play. hopefully set up a grandstand finish for this event. Although Jan's going to go close. This ball just out. Might have heard the from the crowd watching on inside the clubhouse here. Nice crowd right along the windows overlooking the green. We'll see that from the other end camera when we go to next end. The last bowl of this 15th end. And Christine just not quite sent this one, but it is one shot to Merimbula. Really important shot just to keep their keep them in the hunt, really. You can see the windows along the edge of the green from both cameras now, and then that's view. See the crowd all enjoying their cup of coffee or their beverage. 3 ends to go. 5 shots the difference. Both teams looking for the chance to play in the New South Wales State Carnival final this afternoon. Well, once again, Joy Scott in the area. She's led exceptionally well in this game, as has the lady on screen now, Cheryl Gillard. It's been an intriguing battle. The leads have really played excellent bowls. Skippers have played some bombs as well, and as has everybody in between. But there's been a great display of leading. They've given their team a great platform. The Soldiers Point fans, they're hanging on the edge of their seat as their team has all but booked their passage to the final. 2 ends left to play. They're playing the second last now. They've got a 10-shot lead. So if they can score on this end, they've booked their passage. In fact, if they can keep Windang to less than 2 shots on this end, they have secured their berth. Whereas Windang, they want to get a count, give themselves a chance for another stunning finish, as we had in yesterday's live streamed match, where Janelle Jordan pulled the jack from a pair of bowls straight back into the ditch, sat right on top to make it a pair, and secured their berth through to the semi. Merimbula holding a few here, but there is a nice backhand draw in for Catherine Betcher. Plenty of opportunities on that hand. If you're a little bit over, you've got the chance to trail the jack or sit either of the 2-shot bowls. Just like that. Gave herself a chance, much to Jan's pleasure. His head with the 2 bowls in behind now really set up for the composite team. That's not a bad effort. Well, that actually improves the way the head sits for Merimbula too. The jack now doesn't have that clear path back to Cheryl Gillard's bowls. And could be a chance for Merimbula to turn it over. Their bowl's probably in the path, but if you play just enough weight to turn that, well, it's turquoise, according to the player. Looks slightly green or blue on screen. Turquoise, probably a very good description. Just over the draw on the forehand. If you go slightly underneath, you've got a clean draw on the jack. Back to your own 2 bowls. Get it in the middle and turn it up a shot. think that's got more chances. They've opted to play the open hand. Can draw one in. It's loading up that back a little more as well. Just feel that on that backhand side, you're moving the jack. It's going towards Cheryl Gillard. Well, it's going to finish in a decent home. It's another one in that catching on the backhand draw, which would move jack out to left just under normal circumstances. Can slice the jack, I suppose, on the backhand side though. But I also feel if you play that forehand side and you do get onto the turquoise, don't get the result, you've cleared a path for your next bowl. This bowl could change it up. Does not want the slice and has done the little slice. I do feel that's made it better for Merimbula. So we've got the turquoise and purple bowl straight down the line, which are Diana Skipworth's purple and the turquoise Linda Hall. Joyce Scott's orange bowl out, jack high on the right. Christine McGarrity can play either hand, probably more chance on the backhand now to get to the jack. Probably deliberately want to be a little on the tight side so that you do slice. She'll play her forehand, of course, being a left-hander. But if you do just get the edge of the shot bowl and run down the line, you've got a couple of chances. She's tight. Rolls it away. And the other game, it is over. 17 ends played, 18 shots to 9. Soldiers Point have booked their berth through to this afternoon's final. And Jan Rolph, that's a smart bowl. Very smart, just covers it up. She knows she doesn't need to score too many more shots, but she needs to make sure Merimbula don't score. 3 ends to go, you're in front by 5. You only need to score 1 an end. You don't need to go big. Big would be good, but try and make sure you don't give your opponents a chance to score too many. And that'll cut it down to 2. And Jan, just try and dead draw. Take a nice safe line out on that backhand side. Halve the distance between the jack and the orange wide. You'll count. You pick up a 3 here, you got 8 shots lead with 2 to play. That's a massive result. Yes, that was some sort of flying insect just crawled over our lens. There's the odd moth around. Maybe somebody opened my wallet. There's 2, and they're going to have a look at the others. Two it is. Seven shots the difference. Two ends of our scheduled 18 remaining. Merimbula really do need to score this end, stating the obvious, of course. 7 behind with 2 to play. Even a 1 to our composite team would put them 8 shots up. And while it is possible to score 8, it's difficult, especially when Cheryl Gillard plays a bowl like that. Joy Scott must finish behind. Very good leading. Has given a bowl a chance to score, but importantly, where your opposition lead puts one right on the jack like that, you tend to want to try and outdraw them with deft touch. You're usually much better off to make sure your first one gets a little bit past, and then you've got a good second and in the catching area. Nothing worse is trying to make a conversion shot when there's nothing behind the jack. And Merimbula do need a conversion shot on this end because they're behind, and that's an unfortunate result for Joy. Just pokes Cheryl's bowl up. Jan will be wanting one behind the head now. They've got 2 and they're both short. 2 seals the game, but need one behind to protect so that Merimbula don't have an easy conversion shot. They're just looking at what to do. They've got to play just over the draw. Time for settling for one down is gone. It's decent. It's in behind. You can't afford to waste too much more time. No, they need to get this conversion shot played, give themselves a chance. Whereas for the composite team, you've got a couple. They don't need to get any more in there. They want to load up the back to make this all the more difficult for Christine McGarrity and her team from Merimbula. Pick a hand and get into that head. We'll confirm our start time for our final in just a little while, but it's about 11:30 now, so I'd imagine we'd be underway sometime around 12:15, maybe midday, just depending on how quickly this game finishes. Players will come in and have lunch, so we may be around 12:15. Keep an eye on our Facebook page. If you've clicked like, you probably get a notification, or if you've subscribed to our YouTube channel. Will depend on the service of lunch, but we do think they'll be able to have lunch between, say, 11:45 and 12:15. Hopefully we'll be back out in the green around 12:15 this afternoon. Great bowl from Kate Cooper. Merimbula, well, they're attacking. They need to hit. The composite team from Maryland's Grenfell Young and, well, ex-Maryland's now Dandenong in the box seat here. Another smart bowl from Jan saying just draw in to that spot. Don't know if the jack will get there, but cover any possibility. Don't need to score. So we'll attack here again. Looks a better line. Wants it to swing right down onto the shot bowl and displace the jack. Jack's moved. Still one shot to the composite team. I think that bowl is the Red Martini of Kate Cooper. Cheryl Gillard's is the maroon bowl. Kate Cooper's is the red, so definitely one, I think, to the composite team. They want to make it 2 and just confirm their place. Seven the difference. One more end after this one. Gee, it's pretty well down. Just going to fall onto the shortish bowl. Christine's got to play some sort of conversion here. Should play her backhand. Wants the jack. Got the hole. Potentially only 2 bowls left in this semi-final. Christine needs a conversion. Jan, that's a very tight line. She's going to fade underneath. She needs a conversion shot. Got the interest of her teammates. It's in the right area. Oh, she's pushed it out to their own bowl. I think that's where Jan wanted to cover. Having a look. One shot to Merimbula, so we do get to play the last end. Although they still need a very big score on this end. $18 ends, final end to play now. Soldiers Point already booked their place in the final this afternoon with an 18-9 win over Windang. And he played 17 ends there, of course, with 9 shots the difference. Last end not played, as per the laws of the sport. Joyce Scott, she certainly played exceptionally well today. There or thereabouts, most ends. She'll lead off on this final end of our semi-final in the New South Wales Women's State Carnival. Coming to you live from Foster on Bowls New South Wales Facebook and YouTube channels. We'll be back here this afternoon with the final. And a reminder, if you're a Bowls fan, action starts up again Monday morning from around 8:30am in the Champion of Club Champions. We'll be coming to you live from Cabra Vale Diggers. That will continue Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday evening next week, 6pm. The Platinum Pennant Final Series kicks off at Warilla Bowls and Recreation Club. It'll continue Saturday afternoon, evening, and Sunday 10am. A week after that, we'll have men's and women's pennant finals, Division 1 from Charlestown. And then the following week, we have Senior Interzone and Open Interzone sides. And you get a month off from Bowls New South Wales, but the Australian Open in June, end of June, the Open State Pennant Finals will be on. It's a good start from Joy Scott. She's got 1. This will make 2. Oh, it doesn't want the jack all the way. Unlucky result for Linda Hall. Trailed the jack back to Cheryl Gillard's bowls. Unfortunate result for them. They're chasing 6 and now they're all short. Has, I think, swung the momentum of this end in favour of our composite team. Defending 5 or less to win. Holding a couple, got the backwood. Merimbula need 5 bowls to count, and they've now got 3 short of the jack. And they're spread now with lots in between. Merimbula's hope is to try and load this head up and get rid of those 2 red Cheryl Gillard bowls. In reality, I think they'd be very disappointed, the composite team, if they didn't get more in there. And that bowl made 3, got another one in, just going to make it that bit harder for Merimbula. Diana Skipworth, well, she's got her own bowl up. It's not too bad a result. And just to confirm, the dead ends are not replayed. If a jack is displaced by play, set in motion, and goes outside the boundaries of the rink over the face of the bank or rebounds to a distance of less than 18 metres, in other words, would normally be dead. That jack is respotted at the tee. So that does just take away one opportunity for Merimbula. Got second shot out of this, but this is really building up to be confirmation of a Dandenong skip team by Jan Rolph. Composite 3. Oh, Jan's New South Wales friends, we'd say. 4 bowls to come. We will join you again, hopefully around about 12:15 for the final this afternoon. Christine McGarrity, tough task here. Got to manufacture 6 shots. I don't think there's really an opportunity for her to do so. It's just too much mixed up there. Just going to give it a go to try and mix the head up, but 6 is a distant possibility. Jan Rolph, just try and draw a shot. Look at where there's any chance for things to go really badly wrong for you. Cover that up. She's just drawing a shot, so I don't think there is many opportunities for a big multiple. Christine. Up into the head. Got the jack, probably still a couple down. Oh, 1 down, says. Don't think Jan will be too worried about that. She might just try and draw for the hell of it. No, she's said to Christine, that'll do us. So confirmation, this afternoon's final of the State Carnival will be The composite team, skipped by Jan Rolph, up against Soldiers Point combination, skipped by Rosetta Ryan. I look forward to your company then, probably around about 12:15. Until then, goodbye for now.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound.
Well, we're at Foster today, playing in the State Carnival. This is my 4th year coming to the State Carnival. It's my favourite event of the year because there's so many women all in the one place with the same love of bowls.
So my favourite thing about this event is the friendship, definitely the friendship. The competition, most certainly, that's what we're here for. But you get to go on holidays, you meet your friends, you have great times, and people that you haven't seen for a long time, they're rocking up saying hello to you. It's fantastic, so yeah.
And it's just a great atmosphere to come up and see so many different clubs and ladies that sometimes you only see once a year at these state carnivals. So it's great to catch up and also meet new players as well.
The atmosphere is amazing. We've got the music playing in the background, people dancing, singing, having a laugh. They're having a great old time.
Anybody that's thinking of coming to the State Carnival, I suggest you do it. Go for it. It's a wonderful time.
You're bonding with people all the time. You're seeing people that you haven't seen for a long time throughout competition, throughout New South Wales, and I say yes, come on girls, come ahead.
I'll put a team in. Put a team in. Like, it doesn't have to be all from your same club. Just find friends that you play with, you know, and like playing with, and come up and just have a great time.
I'm folding the way that I want.
Go Bowls.